Stablecoins are everywhere right now, and this year they're really taking off. It's exciting to see the spotlight turning to players like Ripple, who have been gearing up for this moment. Here's a fun fact. Back in 2022, Ripple published an article called "The Stablecoin Race is On." At the time, not many people paid much attention to it, but fast forward to today, and it's clear they were spot on. The stablecoin race is definitely in full swing, and the big announcement we got on June 11th just confirms it. The CEO of Bank of America just announced that the bank is working on its own crypto stablecoin. Let me tell you, if Bank of America is jumping on this, you can bet every other bank is going to follow. Why? Because Bank of America is a big player, and when they make a move, everyone else takes notice. So why are they doing this? It all comes down to the benefits of stablecoins, faster payments, lower costs, and a ton of opportunities to create new revenue streams. When you think about big players like JP Morgan, it's clear that once one major bank takes the leap, the others are bound to follow. All it takes is one to start the chain reaction. Now, we're hearing that Bank of America is working on its own crypto stablecoin, which could really speed things up in the industry, and they're not the only ones. Deutsche Bank is also diving into stablecoins and tokenized deposits. Oh, they actually announced this earlier this month, around the 6th. Meta is back in the spotlight with talks of launching stablecoins 3 years after stepping away from its big crypto project. Remember when Meta's involvement in crypto was all anyone could talk about? Well, now they're diving into stablecoins. And honestly, it's a pretty big move. It seems like every tech company is jumping on the stablecoin bandwagon these days, adding even more momentum to the trend. Speaking of big players, Fidelity Investments is gearing up to launch its own stablecoin. This news came out back in March. And let's not forget Stripe. They've also announced plans to start testing their own stablecoin. Honestly, at this point, it feels like the stablecoin train has officially left the station and everyone's scrambling to hop on board. Soon, every bank, company, and government will have their own stablecoin. Imagine if there were a neutral bridge currency to connect them all, making transactions seamless and settling in just 3 seconds. It's no surprise that major players like Walmart and Amazon are already exploring their own stablecoins. And guess what? Everyone else is paying attention. Banks are noticing, enterprises are noticing, companies everywhere are following suit. Stablecoins are officially the buzzword of the moment, and by 2025, they'll be everywhere. But that's not all. 2025 is also shaping up to be the year of tokenization. Things are about to speed up like never before. Big shout out to Anderson for shedding light on this. He made a great point recently. Have you noticed how everyone seems to be creating their own USD stablecoin these days? Even Trump has one. The problem is this could lead to fragmented liquidity unless everyone decides to use the same stablecoin. Or better yet, what if we had a neutral bridge asset in between? That idea isn't new. It's something we've been hearing for years. Stablecoins themselves aren't exactly new either. Think back to 2017, 2018, 2019, and beyond. Remember what Ripple was talking about during that time? That's when we first started hearing more about CBDCs and all these related topics that are now picking up serious momentum. So there were some concerns, right? Like if central banks start launching CBDCs, does that mean there's no need for XRP anymore, or even crypto in general? The answer is nope, not at all. In fact, we've heard directly from folks like Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, and Monica Long that things like CBDCs actually strengthen XRP's use case as a bridge currency. Even tokenization plays into this. Remember back in 2023 when David Schwartz said that tokenized assets aren't just going to sit around on a chain. They're going to be traded nonstop 24/7 every single day of the year. People will want to buy, sell, and use them for all kinds of things. And it's not like one stablecoin is going to take over everything. There's no doubt we're heading into a world with multiple stablecoins, and not just one type, but stablecoins for different currencies too. And that's why we need something to connect them all. And this is where XRP really shines. I feel like a lot of people are missing the bigger picture here. Sure, some still see how huge this is, but many don't fully realize what's happening. Let me share something I posted back in May. The revolution of the financial system is upon us, and it's happening with Ripple, XRP, and stablecoins. In just 1 month, we saw confirmation of 4 stablecoins launching on the XRP ledger: USDB, BRL, WAROP, and XSGD. And now we also have USDC. There are now more USD stablecoins on the XRP ledger than ever before. 3 or 4, if I'm counting right. And that's not even including the URSV stablecoin from Solgen Forge or RAU USAF. What we're seeing is the 7.5 trillion per day Forex market starting to move on chain in a big way, and XRP is leading the charge. Actually, it's more than that. XRP is at the very center of it all, bridging these stable coins together. And here's the exciting part. The growth of these stable coins is picking up speed like never before. It's so important for people to understand just how crucial stable coins are. They're not just some digital currency on the surface. They unlock trillions in value and open up incredible opportunities, from cross-border payments and tokenization to institutional DeFi and beyond. So I made this post back at the end of May, and I even included it in a video at the time. I wanted to bring it up again because it's super important to understand that stablecoins aren't just digital assets sitting on the blockchain. They're used for so many things. But here's the key. You still need a bridge currency and an underlying gas token to make everything work. That's where XRP comes in. Also, some exciting news. Global adoption is happening. The XRP ledger now supports stablecoins like RUSD, USDC, XSGD, EWRP, and USDB. It's ready for builders, institutions, and users who need fast, compliant, and efficient stablecoins. This is pretty exciting stuff. Like I mentioned, this doesn't even touch on BBRL or URSV. Just think about how wild the last 6 months have been for the XRP ledger and XRP itself. The XRP ledger is buzzing right now, with 5 stablecoins already launched, and that's without even mentioning BBRL. The future of finance is literally unfolding on the XRP ledger as we speak. As for BBRL, the stablecoin is expected to roll out sometime in 2025. There's no exact date yet, but what's key here is that XRP will remain at the center as the bridge currency for all of this. With so many fiat currency stablecoins popping up, there's always going to be a need for a reliable bridge currency. Think about it. Even something like a USD and Euro stablecoin pair will rely on that bridge. Big news, everyone. URSV is coming sometime in 2025, and it's shaping up to be a huge year. Why? Because we're talking about 7 stablecoins launching in just 1 year. That's right, 2 more stablecoins on top of the existing 5. How crazy is that? But that's not all. Ripple just dropped a major update about the rise of global stablecoins on the XRP ledger. This is big, real utility, real adoption. A wave of new fiat-backed stablecoins is now live on the XRP ledger. This is boosting institutional adoption and expanding XRP's utility as the go-to asset for liquidity and transaction fees across the ledger. Stablecoins aren't just a handy crypto tool. They're becoming the backbone of our digital economy, and the XRP ledger is leading the charge, making cross-border and multi-currency transactions easier than ever for users and institutions alike. Stablecoins are making waves on the XRP ledger. From Singapore to Europe to the United States, we now have stablecoins denominated in 3 major currencies: USDC, XSGD, and EUR, live and ready to use. This reflects growing confidence in the XRP ledger's strong regulatory design, deep liquidity, and its role as a truly global blockchain built for real-world finance and payments. These stablecoins bring huge benefits to users across Asia, Europe, North America, and Latin America. They offer more utility, better liquidity, and smoother on- and off-ramping options. Each stablecoin is tailored to meet the specific needs of different regions and user bases, while collectively empowering developers and institutions with the tools to build innovative global applications. And let's talk about ROUSD. It's a game changer. This stablecoin screams institutional powerhouse, and it's designed to make a big impact. USDC is a powerhouse in the DeFi space and a go-to stablecoin for retail users. Then there's XSGD, fully regulated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. This one's a game changer for cross-border trade on the XRP ledger, and it's opening up huge opportunities in the Singapore market too. Next up is EURP, a euro-based stablecoin designed specifically for Romance's FX settlement. A massive 7.5 trillion daily market is perfect for everyday payments. And let's not forget USDB, recently launched by Braza Group. It's a US dollar pegged stablecoin with a focus on FX and romance use cases, especially catering to Brazil and beyond. All right, let's take a step back and look at the big picture here. First off, we're talking about several stablecoins. We've got 2, well, technically 3 USD-backed stablecoins, but here's the exciting part. Braza Group is also launching BBRL, a Brazilian real stablecoin. So now we've got USD, Brazilian reals, SGD, and euros. That's 4 fiat currencies. And here's where it gets really interesting. All of these currencies need to be bridged, and XRP is the key to making that happen. It's that straightforward. Plus, these represent 4 different FX currencies. This is the FX market transitioning on chain. And honestly, it's a pretty big deal. This is such an exciting moment for DeFi. With these stablecoins going live, we're about to see a whole new wave of financial use cases emerge. Think DeFi lending markets, yield-bearing savings products, FX trading, payroll solutions, and cross-vendor treasury flows. It's going to unlock so much potential. We're witnessing the beginning of a major revolution, one that's reshaping currency and the financial system as we know it. It's something we've been talking about for years. I still remember my post from back in December 2024 when we first started hearing about ROGB. That could still be a game changer too. This has always been the plan, and it's all coming together. Just look at this image. It highlights how we've got US dollar banks, Korean banks, Japanese banks, Brazilian banks, German banks, Euro banks, Mexican banks, basically a global network tied to stablecoin. When you think about it, this setup combined with the growing number of stablecoins launching on the XRP ledger really shows the direction we're heading in. I honestly can't see how this isn't the future we're marching toward, especially with stablecoins gaining so much momentum. This image feels more relevant now than ever, with everyone jumping on the stablecoin bandwagon. The stablecoin revolution is only going to pick up speed from here, and in my opinion, this just adds more fuel to XRP's growth potential. I'm so excited about everything happening on the XRP ledger right now. The growth we're seeing is incredible. Just think about how much progress has been made in the past 12 or even 24 months. The pace of integrations and stablecoin launches on the ledger is just amazing. XRP is truly a powerhouse. I genuinely believe it's on track to become the go-to neutral bridge currency for global finance. At this point, I have no doubt about it. That's all I've got for now. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more free content. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.